So coming to find a comfortable place on your mat, knowing that you can do whatever you need to do to make yourself comfortable here. This is entirely your practice, your time. So knowing that you can do whatever you need to do to support your practice, you can take it as gently as you need to today. Knowing that there's no expectation or pressure as to how your practice might look or feel for you today. So really go into it with a sense of ease, a sense of mindfulness, to just take whatever it is that you might need today, and know that that is always changing and that is okay. So be soft, be gentle as we move through the next few moments, just opening the body and connecting with the breath. So when you're ready, coming to find a comfortable seated position, if you're happy with the legs crossed, coming here. Bringing the hands to rest on the knees, relaxing the shoulders down the back, finding a sense of a long spine as you close the eyes here, coming to the breath. As we take the first few moments simply to arrive at our practice today, finding an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth as you arrive into your space. Arriving onto your mat, and importantly arriving into your body today, finding the rhythm of your breath and inhaling a sense of fresh air, new life, new energy. Exhaling a sense of release, letting go of any stresses, any tensions. Honoring yourself and your body as you take the next few moments just for you. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Coming into some twists through the spine now. Inhale, reaching your hands high, finding lots of length through the torso, and as you exhale, left hand goes to the right knee, right hand comes behind you. Twisting through the spine. Inhale, finding length through the body, reach the hands high. Exhale, over to the left, maybe looking over the back shoulder. Inhale, find length. Exhale, find twist. Inhale, find length. Grow tall in the spine. Exhale to twist. One more each side. Inhale, find length. Movement contained in breath here. Finding your twist as you exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale to twist. This time as you inhale, come back to center, and as you exhale, relax the upper body forward over the legs, keeping a sense of the tailbone and the sit bones grounding down towards your mat. Right hand comes into the midline here. For some of us, we may be able to release the elbow into the floor. If we're here with the elbow lifted, absolutely fine. As you inhale, open through the left side, left fingertips reaching towards the ceiling, widening across the chest. Exhale as you release that hand all the way back down, replacing the right hand with the left. And as you inhale, opening through the right, keeping the sit bones grounding into the floor, and exhale, releasing the right hand. Taking a breath here, extending the fingertips forwards, folding over the legs, maybe taking a gentle sway from side to side if that feels good for you. Just beginning to ease into the hips. If it feels good, you can release the head and the neck, finding a sense of rounding through the spine. And then walking the hands back in towards the pelvis here, finding a long spine, coming into a side stretch. So we'll release the right leg out to the side, flex that foot, bringing the left hand alongside the pelvis. Inhale as you reach the right hand high. Exhale, moving into your side stretch here, keeping the shoulders drawing down and away from the ears. Pressing that right heel away from you to really find more space, more length through the top side of the body. Shoulders released, not collapsing into the underneath side of the body. Inhale as you draw yourself all the way back through center, and we'll come straight onto the other side, so drawing the right leg in, extending the left leg out to the side. Right hand comes alongside the pelvis. Inhale as you reach the left hand high. Long through both sides of the torso as you exhale into your side stretch, pressing that left heel forwards and extending the fingertips up and overhead. Inhale as you draw yourself all the way back to center. Drawing that left leg in. We'll come into a tabletop here, so 2 options if the knees and the hips allow. Coming up and over the knees, otherwise shifting both feet to one side to send the hands forwards. Finding the knees directly below the hips here, wrists directly below the shoulders. Spread the fingers so you've got a nice wide base. Coming straight into some cat and cow stretches here, so extending and flexing through the spine. As you inhale, lower your belly button down towards your mat. Lift the chest, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale as you round into your back. Send the spine high towards the ceiling. Release the head and the neck, cat stretch. Repeating that a few times, so inhale, lower the belly. Tailbone reaching away from the crown of the head as you find that arching into your cow pose. Exhale, rounding up into your cat stretch. Doming at the shoulder blades. And again, inhale, lowering through the belly button, lifting the gaze, being mindful not to collapse or crunch into the back of the neck here, so find lots of space in the spine. And exhale, rounding up into your cat stretch. Coming back to a neutral spine here, releasing the spine, keeping a gentle engagement, a lift through the core. Extending the right foot back behind you, turn the toes out towards the long edge of your mat, coming into an extended side plank here, reaching the right hand forwards and opening the body towards the right hand side of your mat. Again, finding that length from the outside edge of that back foot all the way up and out through the fingertips. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, drawing yourself all the way back down. If you find that's quite hard on the underneath knee, feel free to fold the mat or place a cushion or a blanket underneath that knee. We'll come straight onto the other side. Left foot extends back behind you, toes turning out towards the long edge of the mat. We want to try and ground the entire foot into the floor, so we're stretching through the outside of the ankle as well. Right hand directly underneath the right shoulder, so we've got a nice stack here. And then extending the left fingertips forwards as we think about rotating the heart and the chest towards the ceiling. Inhaling here. Exhaling to release that left hand all the way back into your mat, releasing the knee. From here, sending the hips all the way back towards the heels. We'll take a child's pose, allowing the upper body to relax down into the mat. Releasing the forehead either down into your mat, or if it feels better for you, make a cushion with the hands here and placing the forehead onto the hands. And taking a moment simply to come back to your breath. Inhaling, feeling a sense of expansion in the lungs and the ribs. And as you exhale, softening just a little more down towards your mat. From here, connecting to your next inhale, drawing your body forwards, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, coming back into your tabletop. As you exhale here, tuck the toes behind you, reach your hips back towards the heels and then high towards the ceiling, unfolding into our downward facing dog. Knees can stay soft here if that feels better for you. Grounding down through every single knuckle, every single finger. Shoulders melting down the back. Heels melting towards your mat. On your next inhale, release your knees back into your mat. Core is engaged, and as you exhale, untuck the toes, sending your hips all the way back towards your heels, passing through your child's pose. As you inhale, rolling up through the spine, lifting the hips to come to the knees, extend the fingertips high, find length through the body, and as you exhale, melt the hands down through the heart center, coming back into your child's pose, releasing the upper body down towards your thighs. We'll take that a couple more times. So inhale, draw the body forward, sense of length into the spine. Exhale, tucking the toes. The hips are really drawing you backwards here, elongating through the spine, downward facing dog. Inhaling, releasing your knees into the mat, tabletop. Exhale, untucking the toes.
Sending the hips back, child's pose. Inhale as you roll up through the spine. Think about sending the hips forwards to lift the hips, reaching the hands high. Exhale, melting the hands through heart center, coming into your child's pose. Taking that one last time. Inhale, draw the body forwards, long spine. Exhale, hips draw you back, downward facing dog. Gentle engagement in the core here. Releasing the knees into the mat as you inhale. Exhaling back into your child's pose. Inhale, rolling up through the spine. Enjoying this sense of opening, taking up space here in your body. Exhale, hands through, come through heart center. Sending the hands forwards as you relax the body into your child's pose. Taking a breath here. Hips sinking down towards the heels, chest melting towards the thighs. Enjoying this moment for yourself. And then from here, beginning to roll up through the spine. And you've got options here. We're just coming to close the practice in a seated position. So if you're happy, you can stay here. Coming into a cross leg if this doesn't feel so good for you. Taking the palms to face up here so we can receive anything that it is we need just to close our practice and allow us to continue our day. So releasing the shoulders, closing the eyes, long through the spine. And just taking a moment to connect to the body, connect to sensation, connect to feeling. Calming and steadying the breath. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Finding that calm and steady breath that will carry us through the rest of our day, maybe the rest of our week, the rest of our month. And bringing the hands together at the heart center here, bowing the head as you find gratitude to yourself for your practice today. Finding gratitude to yourself for showing up and for being as you are, always enough.